You see, everybody wants this big reward, but never go after the risk. They don't go after the risk because it's not really something that they really want. They like what they could have. They feel like they can go after this big thing, but they never really do. They never put things into action. They never go into planning everything out. They don't go really strategizing and how they're going to do it. And even if they do, they only get 2 to 3 videos in of, let's just say, making a YouTube channel. Oh, I didn't go viral on the first video. I didn't go viral on the second video. Maybe I want this dream house. I started saving, but you know, things really happen. Life is really hard. I had to save the money, and the money that I did spend, I had to spend. You see, in life, everybody has these big dreams, but all it is just dreams. And that's the thing for a long time for a lot of us, bro. We see what we want, quote unquote. That's the thing. We see what we want. But whenever you envision it and whenever you have it, whenever you're going after it, whenever you achieve it, that is 2 different things. Wanting something and will have are 2 different things. Maybe if you really want that big thing, you can put, we're just going to use this as an example. We're going to do a YouTube channel, right? I want to have 10 videos by the end of this month. Okay, well, that is something that is crazy. That is something that you want. I will, no matter what, post 10 videos. That means that I will not go out this week with anybody. That means that I will only go to my 9 to 5. And whenever I come back, I'm only working on this. And the list goes on. And now I will have 10 videos up. It's the same thing with life itself. Maybe you want that garden in the backyard. Well, if you plant the seeds, and you go out and you garden, that does not mean that you're going to have these flowers, bro. It's going to take months. It's going to take months to have these plants grow. And guess what? You're going to have to water them. You're going to make sure that they are in the sun. You know, you're going to have to really plan this out. And whenever you do it, you got to keep executing. If you miss 3 weeks of not watering and it's a drought outside and you're not really caring for these flowers, they're going to die, especially on the very beginning stage. I'm planting this huge tree outside. Guess what? In order to get a tree like this, it's going to take some time. But the first couple months, the first couple years is the most critical. After that, at this age, that thing's going to keep growing. You don't have to do anything for that tree, but you have to get to that point where you really nurtured it so much in the beginning. People, like I said, and how this video began, is people want the reward, but they don't want to go through the toughness. They don't want to go through the struggle. They don't want to have the story. They just want it. They want it to be given to them. And that's the reason why there's only 1%ers of the world. That's the reason why there's only 10%ers of the world. There's only 5%ers of the world, because only 5% of the whole humankind has ever wanted to do something and achieve something and actually stuck to something. Our brain wants to go back to something that we're comfortable with. Our brain doesn't want to, and our brain and our body wants to go through the flight and fight of not achieving what we really want, because it's getting out the comfort zone. And that's the reason why this whole channel is about getting out your comfort zone, because whenever we go after something that is challenging, we're actually rewarded by the happiness and the validation of ourselves. Like, wow, we actually really did it. We actually knew that we've always wanted to do it. We didn't even know if we could do it, but guess what? We did. And whenever you plan something out and you have this achievement day and this goal, sometimes it's either going to go 2 ways, bro. You're going to achieve it before that day, or you're going to achieve it after. But if you keep reminding yourself every single day of why you want it, why you're going to achieve it, how do you need to go about and beyond to make it happen, how are you going to execute it different? Okay, wait, this is not really working. I'm going to make a little bit of tweaks in life to make this happen. That is the reason and why you get to go after these huge things and will become reality, bro. Stop wanting something to be given to you. That's the whole problem about this whole situation. If we want something, we got to be so clear-minded of why we want it. We got to keep reminding ourselves why we want it. Whenever you're going after a marathon, 26.2 miles, and you're like, it would be cool to have the fucking medal. Well, yeah, that's only going to get you so far. Maybe, 2 miles in, easy. 10 miles in, easy. 12 miles in, getting a little hard. 25 miles in and your feet feel broken. There's going to have that dog in you and come out. And you're also going to have the real reasoning of why you want to achieve this in the first place. Was it because you're doing it for someone that you love? Is it because you're doing it for your old self that, was so sad, depressed, and humongous looking, and now you've lost 60 pounds, and now you're going to do this for yourself? You're doing this to motivate others. You're doing this because if I can do this, anybody can do it, because I was at the lowest point and now I'm achieving it, bro. Keep reminding yourself of why it's so hard to achieve it. If it was easy, everybody would have it. And guess what? And if everybody had it, it's not meaningful, bro. It's not meaningful, man. Put that into perspective. The reason why you want what you want is because you love it, because you nurtured it, and maybe why it's so expensive or why it's so hard to achieve is because not everybody can do it, bro. You have to, and you got to be happy for that. You got to be so thankful. Wow. If it was that easy, everybody would do it, and it would be overpopulated, and it would mean nothing of what I did. You have a story to tell. You have a reward that will reward you more than ever. But you got to stick with it, man. And guess what? We're on our timelines of what we want out of life. And you got to show up each and every single day. God will help you get there. But if you're just laying in bed every day, if you're just on YouTube every day, if you're just watching on TikTok every day, how do you expect to become the best version of yourself? There comes to a point where you're so knowledgeable, but guess what? The best things in life come from actually doing. They don't come from studying. Study the greats, of course. I recommend that. You know, your mentors would recommend that. Everybody would recommend that. But everybody that has done something that you want to do will tell you the only way that you're going to achieve is by doing. The reward is so freaking amazing, man. Today I hit 222 videos and I finally hit 500 subs on YouTube today. That means that I can finally start getting paid from YouTube. That means that I can finally get sponsorships. Now, some people, it comes like this. For me, it didn't happen that way. For me, it took making videos since 2019. In 2020, I helped my brother make his YouTube channel for about a year. And I didn't start mine till December of 2021. I posted my first video. It almost took 3 years, bro. Really, technically, I started in 2019 in the middle. So technically about 2.5 years, but that is crazy. If you have wanted something for so long, why? Is it because that you're doubting yourself? Is it because that you just wanted the reward to be given to you? I want to be YouTube famous. Okay, but what does that do? What is that going to conquer for anybody? What do you just selfishly want that? Is it going to help people? Okay, now the vision comes. I want to be YouTube famous for helping people get out their comfort zone. And despite of what they're going through, they know that they can achieve everything and anything that they've wanted in life because they have been consistent enough and didn't let fear control their whole demeanor, bro. And they started doing instead of thinking. They started reacting instead of just wondering. This reward of life itself will only be given to you when actions are made. See something you want, plan it out. Remember always why you want it. Keep reading it so you know why you need to achieve it. And it's going to be the best feeling in the freaking world, man. Sometimes we pray for these days that we're going through right now. And even if it's the roughest day in my life, I just know that it's going to make me that much stronger, bro. Have this same mindset. You got this. You want this because if it's so easy, everybody would have it and it would mean nothing. I'm Joseph McMahon. I show people how to get out their comfort zone by doing it myself. And not only that, I am actually doing life coaching at the moment right now to become the best version of myself so I can give the best to others. And if you're interested in something like this, shoot me an email down below. Stop wishing, stop wondering, and actually go for it. Risk it all. Because it's going to be that much more rewarding whenever you say, I put this much work into it and this is what I got out of it, bro. It's good. It's there for you. It's meant for you. But you got to show the universe, you got to show God that you actually want it, man. And that you're actually going to do everything that you possibly can to do it. I'll see you on the next one. And as always, stay fearless.